Welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast.
If you don't make mistakes, you won't learn.
With your host, Corey Winfield.
You know how you know fish is bad is you can't put it on pizza.
And special guests, Justin Burke.
I said something about that to our master radio broadcaster, and he said that he didn't hear nothing.
And Mitchell O'Brien.
I think to introduce people, we should tell them a little bit about ourselves.
Got your ass.
It is the 4th of October, 2024. My name's Corey Winfield.
I'm Mitchell O'Brien.
And I'm Justin Burke.
Guys are so funny.
It's Fun Friday, bro.
It is Fun Friday. Anybody having fun today?
So far?
You guys already took people from jail to treatment, from treatment to court.
Yeah.
And you're back at the office. It's a little after 1 o'clock on a Friday.
I hit a new milestone, I think, today.
Yeah, well, let's hear it.
I did an over 6-hour ride. I got the person where they were going and got back to home base before noon.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good day right there.
Never
Obviously.
done that before.
That's pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
Speed limit, of course. Just a lot of traffic not in the way.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I don't take pictures of the odometer while I'm driving.
No. I had a guy do that once. He took a picture of the speedometer and he was speeding about 15 miles an hour.
That's a big ticket.
Yeah, but he was trying to take a picture of the 100,000 mile mark on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that person was speeding by 15 miles per hour,
Yeah.
and he was trying to let you know that the depreciation of your vehicle just halved.
Yep. And that he drives and takes pictures and sends them to you while he's driving. Yeah, he doesn't work here anymore, unfortunately.
That's a good thing because we pride ourselves on safety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously.
No, but that's good news, man. Good job. I'm glad you accomplished that today. And it feels good to get up and get it done early. Had a guy call earlier and he was like, hey, I'm at treatment. I'm leaving Monday. Can I get Mitch to take me back?
Yep.
I was like, well, if you're requesting people, it's extra. That's what I should have told him, but I didn't. But I just thought I'd pass that along to you as well because it feels good, man. When you take somebody and they're at their lowest, and he said, he's like, I had a really good conversation with Mitch on the way to treatment until I fell asleep. And he said it was going well.
That. He fell asleep.
Yeah.
He apologized because I talked to him today.
Yeah, nice.
And he apologized for that. I was like, dude, he had some stuff going on in his life. I understood. And I was like, that wears you down. You're on your way to treatment. We were going to be in the car for 2 hours. You're good to go, bro. Take a nap. So
It's all good.
yeah.
Right.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff. And Mr. Burke, you went and picked somebody up from jail.
Yep.
You're like, you dirty criminal druggie, and you're going to treatment.
I told him he was going to go to treatment, but I didn't
left
use
out that
none
negative
of the
stuff.
derogatory words.
Because a lot of people, when they go to jail for, their medical problem, addiction, they're treated like criminals.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest.
Like they went out and murdered somebody.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy to me. They didn't murder nobody.
No. Well, sometimes they do, but not all the time.
Right.
If you didn't murder nobody, that meant you murdered somebody.
What
Double negative.
about P. Diddy?
Oh, and his little freak-off parties? He's definitely a criminal.
Yeah. But
He should be on the billboard for pedophilia.
But what if it was just his addiction to sex?
Poor Justin Bieber.
Why?
He's got Justin empathy,
Yeah.
obviously. Yep.
What happened with Justin Bieber?
He went to Diddy's house when he
Got
was
diddied.
14, 15 years old and got diddied, bro.
Who said that?
He didn't want nothing to do with Diddy after he came back from his house and Diddy seen him somewhere. Was like, why you not calling me, bro? And Bieber looked awful scared.
They don't do this in Canada.
Right.
Weird.
It was weird.
Are you sure that all happened like that?
I'm pretty sure, bro.
Did he write a song about it?
I think he's wrote a few about it, actually.
It's diddy, no.
That's a funny one, Mitch.
I heard that one.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So I went to the oral surgeon yesterday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Ooh.
It was just a consult.
A what consult?
Consult.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
That's not an oral surgeon that deals.
It was a consult. No, I just had to do a consultation with them, and then he was just like, "We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." And one lady was trying to tell me that she's gonna put somebody else's jawbone in my jaw
Oh, for the bone grafting?
or something. Yeah,
Probably.
I said, "Why don't you just use some of that metal?" That's what everybody else is doing. I thought they were titanium, bro.
They're a James Bond villain that's got metal mouth or whatever.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah.
I've never had bone grafting done after I've had a tooth pulled.
No, neither have I. But I'm getting it done because they're going to put a little pole in there, which is weird. And I should have asked this very important question. So because I have to have a tooth extracted. So when I get that extracted, and then they have to do the bone grafting or something, and then I have to wait 3 months, and then I go back, and then they're going to put this little thing in my jaw.
I don't know how that works, man.
And then is it just going to be, am I going to look at Mitch and go, hey, and then like show him my tooth? Is it just going to have like a little thing sticking up, or like what? Did they put a little fake something on there in the meantime, or?
I don't know, man.
Justin, answer my question.
Well, I don't know these things. You haven't YouTubed this or Googled it or WebMD it by now? Normally, you're always all about WebMD.
No,
and diagnosing yourself.
So many questions for the guy that I forgot to ask him.
It's a little caution tape in that area.
Like what happens if I eat ribs?
With like a traffic cone?
Yeah.
Construction, under construction.
Okay, so you know how you put together a desk, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's like wooden dowels, and sometimes there's the other ones that you like, they tell you to screw in, but only till it's flush or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine is going to be sticking out of like where I should have a tooth.
I doubt it's wooden.
Right. It'll be titanium, I believe. But like, so can I use that to eat? Just eat an apple? Just would it just scrape through the apple? Just leave like kind of like not a hole in it, but more of a scrape mark in the apple. It's like,
I have no
because it's
idea.
my bottom right lower canine one.
Because isn't
It's
it?
228 is what I'm talking about. Just let everybody know. Yeah. No, my tooth numbers.
See, I don't have bone grafting money to actually get something bone grafted afterwards.
No, that's not the right attitude to have, Justin.
Nope.
Set your goals higher.
I appreciate the talk because I'm going to the same surgeon next week. Obviously. Yep. So and they're yanking like 6.
You have like a tooth growing in your throat, right? Or something weird.
The palate.
Okay, because the regular dentist is like, not touching none of that.
I know. I was like, yank that. No, we ain't gonna do that.
But you're the dentist. Why not?
Yeah. Yep.
Oral surgeon. You guys are in cahoots. And we had to wait, 2 years to get in to see these people?
Yeah, something
It
like
was
that.
forever. And we called and we're like, hey, if you have a cancellation list, get us on that. Oh, cancellations happen all the time. Perfect. Call us.
Nope.
Never one time. They're like, yeah, those afternoon appointments are harder to fill. And so I'm like, all right, cool. And they said, well, once you're in, now that you've done the consult, then we can really get you working quicker. And I'm like, cool. And then the lady's like telling me, like, okay, so we have the 7th. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Monday, let's go. Oh, no, November 7th. I'm like, what? You just told me we can get this baby zip, 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 and let's go. And then she's going to do the whole, but we have cancellations. I said, don't even start that with me. I was like, do I got to drop some money on the ground to get a call on those? Well, sometimes we pick from the beginning and then we'll go to the end and we'll pick. I'm like, how about you just pick my name? Next time someone cancels, and that's why I was asked about the money. I'm like, do I just need a 20? Like, how much?
Was that a Fun Friday game that they play? They pick a name off the front and pick a name off the back, or what?
It could have been because it was on a
Throw a
Thursday,
dart
but
at it?
everybody knows dentists don't work. No, neither do oral surgeons on Fridays.
Really?
Yeah.
I just thought that was our dentist thing.
No, it's a dentist on the whole earth. Like maybe not in like England. Maybe, well, I don't know that they have dentists in England, but
I don't think they do. Yeah.
yeah, here in America, no, they don't work on Fridays, man. That's why like our dentist was switching over because he's like, well, I'm not going to take your insurance anymore and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why don't you just work Friday if you're worried about all this extra money you're losing? Like, you just work an extra day, buddy. Like, maybe he's putting in his 410s, but no, I like our dentist, Zootendam.
Yeah, he's really cool dude.
He's a Zootendam about my teeth, I'll tell you that.
Well, I wish he'd take our insurance, but
You won't take our Zootendam insurance.
Right? Might have to go find a new dentist that does take our insurance.
I was just gonna sign my kid up there too. I was like, now, like, you're probably gonna lose me as a customer. You're not getting him as one. Like, what?
And the thing about our insurance is whoever set it up was just amazing. Just amazing human being.
Genius.
Because the places I've worked before, we get like a $1,200 maximum. That's what you get a year. You can't do shit with that. But the plan we have is like unlimited.
Yeah.
So it even says on the piece of paper like 999, 999, 999, 999, and it says unlimited. So you would think a dentist would see that and be like, oh boy, especially these early recovery dudes coming in. You know they need some work. Like, like you just be like evil, like doctor, like rubbing his hands together, like
Come in 3 times a day so I can brush your teeth for you.
yes, come in. We're gonna. How many more do you need? Let's go. You know, but it's not like that, unfortunately.
He should have just kept our portion of the insurance and was like, well, I'll take you guys.
Shoulda.
Well, and that's the thing, because it's not just our insurance. Like there are people who have, because we have Humana. Okay, that's like the insurance people name, whatever. They print the cards, I think.
Yeah.
And then Dental
card printing.
Quest or something, which doesn't even sound like it was something I want to be a part of. It sounds like a movie, like a real bad one.
Yeah.
We can go see Dental Quest this weekend.
Like Maze Runner.
Maybe.
Star Quest.
Yeah.
With the
Galaxy
bugs?
Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. Is that
Tim
Tim Allen?
Allen.
Yeah, there we go.
Never seen it.
Not a bad movie, actually.
I had some friends that loved it, and I watched it one time. I was like, really? And then they made like 7 of them.
Well, we're from Michigan, so we have to like anything Tim Allen does.
Yeah.
Really?
Till his boat starts leaking.
Yeah. Till the
News to
boat
me.
starts leaking, Justin. So they are a bunch of like, so somebody with Priority Health or whatever, United, whatever it's called, like they could also have Dental Quest or Dentamax. Maybe it's Dental Max. Whatever. It's one of those things that I don't think should be a name of a place. So it's all of those people. So it's not just like, hey, we're not taking Humana anymore. Humana, like I said, they just print the cards. They have nothing to do with it, really. This is what my brain thinks anyway. So they don't want to take that because the doctor charges $120 for this procedure. They're going to pay the doctor $40. And I get that. And then but if they're out of network dentists, they'll pay them $120.
Got you.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And so they'll pay for it and then they charge you a copay.
So maybe they won't charge. Maybe they won't pay them $120. They'll pay them $90, and then we got to pay the extra.
Right. I follow you.
So they're still getting more monies.
I just wanted to be easy, man.
I know.
This is why I didn't go to no dentist.
Next time we sign up for any kind of health insurance, I'm putting one of your guys' emails and one of your numbers, because in June we were going to switch over to something else because I was like, I'm finding something else because they were going to raise our rates and then charge everybody like when you see a therapist now, it used to be free. Now it's $15.
Right.
Unless you do Zoom, then it's only $5, right?
10.
Damn. Yeah. Still, used to be free. And so I'm like, that's just stupid. I went and looked. I couldn't find any plan that had the free. So, and we pay a lot for it. So I was just like, what the hell, man? But yeah, when I signed up, and then that's just one of the worst mistakes I've ever made in my life, because I'm still getting 2-3 text messages. I can't even talk. I'm so irritated by it. Text messages a day.
Can we just use the office phone?
It'll be ringing.
Let it ring.
Is Corey there? Yep.
Maybe some lady. They'll be
Mrs.
like, "Wait, what?"
Smoker, come over here.
Right.
I'll put her down. I'm like, how about you are in charge of our health insurance now?
And use her email.
Yeah. I should delegate that anyway. Yeah, good idea, guys.
You use
Good
Marty's
brainstorming.
email and phone number.
Nope. Nope. There's things in life that I like. I'm not going to jeopardize those. I'd rather just get the calls myself. Test. And this lady called me. They're just like, oh, yeah, we've been texting about. I'm like, no, we haven't been texting. I've been reporting junk because I heard that if they text you, like a blind text, like, hey, that if you reply to it, then they know there's a human replying to it, so they can like just sell your stuff to other people, or it goes in some category of like, yep, they replied, that's a real number, that's good. Or if you just keep reporting this junk, well, I don't. You still get them, but they don't know I'm on the other end of that text.
I don't know. When I get those messages, I just reply stop, and they typically stop.
But then you get them from 6 more. Mm-hmm. So you stop
That
those,
number's legit. That number's fire.
and it
We confirmed it.
grows.
That's
I've
Justin
never
Burt.
had that problem.
We'll get some good credit.
Whoa.
You don't need good credit. It happens to me. So
You just need to get on the insurance train.
I have shopped for car insurance.
That's not as bad.
It's still pretty bad.
No, it's not as bad as health insurance.
I got my first report on my drive safe.
Yeah.
I did better than I thought I would.
So you put your little thing up in your windshield?
I didn't tell me it had to be in the windshield.
Yeah,
But,
it's supposed to be up in your windshield, stuck to your windshield.
well, you don't work for drive safe, so
Obviously.
I did the directions and it's in there. So, but yeah, I got it. It was a report that they send you. You can look at. You can go to the app too. And I was like, oh, because I was worried about some of them. They judge your braking and your acceleration and your cornering and your phone distraction.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I don't know. There might be
Yeah,
more.
that's it. It's only 4 categories.
I was up there on the high side, and I was like, oh, okay. I was kind of worried. And then it affects your discount.
Are you supposed to be on the high side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it'll tell you needs work or good. And the higher the... Yeah.
I'll show you mine.
It's like Snapshot from Progressive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they told me I was stopping too quick, and I'm like, you want me to run people over? Like, you want me to hit cars? Because
That is one where I'm
Right.
like, that one's not fair.
it's not.
We got
stop signs right there.
Squirrels, deer, children,
Old people.
tourists. This morning was raccoons.
Yep.
Yep.
You can't hit a coon, man. Oh, Justin's showing it to me. He got a 74 in braking, 100 in acceleration, speed 70. That's a little high. Cornering 89, phone distraction 95. See, that doesn't keep track of when he's driving for work.
I know. That's what I was going to say.
Not at all.
And those are horrible numbers for how far he has to drive to work.
Yeah.
It's those morning a-holes, bro.
Oh, shoot. Mine
Driving
went
around
down.
the bay.
Uh-oh, Mitch just went down.
I have an 81 in braking, a 72 in acceleration.
Because you don't take off fast enough?
No, he's just taking off too fast.
Whoa, I think that's inaccurate.
Speed's a 97, which
You speed all the time.
I know.
Where'd you stick yours at in your car? Underneath the dash?
It didn't specify, so I just put it somewhere. And I'm not making it public because they're obviously listening to this podcast. So.
Yeah. It's going down as he's talking.
Cornering's a 90, which is interesting because I drive like an IndyCar driver when I'm alone.
Well, it's, if you're good at cornering, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they see me hug the turns and you know,
Yeah.
go in wide. Yeah. Phone distractions is 74.
Which means you play on your phone a lot.
Well, are you
I-
playing music, though? Does that count?
I play music. I play podcasts. All of that. So I think it's every time you grab your phone.
It's whenever you move your phone in your car. So I have that wonderful magnet mount in my car, and it stays within arm's reach, so I could still play on my phone. But my phone's not moving because it's hooked to Bluetooth, and it measures the distance from wherever the device is at to the other device. So when it moves out of that range, you're playing with your phone while you're driving. and it's hooked up to your phone's Bluetooth to monitor your speed through GPS, and your braking, how fast you stop.
It sounds like he works for them, Mitchell.
Yeah, I was just gonna
knows
ask.
how
I dug into it really deep. I'm like, how does this shit really work? They're like, it's all done between Bluetooth and GPS.
I have to get all up in it.
Yeah, I don't. The GPS thing it's just kind of a scam because we go to a lot of rural
For consults.
places without great cell service, and I've seen the little thing like bouncing every once in a while. You know, when you got your GPS out. So I don't know, but I can't do the magnet mount thing for my car because it's all integrated in the thing, and so I gotta.
Oh, you guys don't have a nice screen on your...
Well, mine has the screen, but when I want a different podcast or something to listen to,
Just hit the button.
yeah, but it's hard to find them.
You need to get a
That
little
way.
cup holder mount then. One that sits in your cup holder. It's got a little arm that comes out, and you just...
Where are you going to put your drink?
Well, that's another problem is I usually do stick my phone, like because you plug it in. Do you have to plug yours in to get the screen?
No.
Yeah, so mine you have to plug it in to get the screen on the thing to work. So you plug it in, and then I set it in my cup holder, and then it's just like kind of like
You got a 97 Camaro? What are you riding with there, man?
17 Malibu.
That's weird how they wouldn't have Bluetooth where you can just Bluetooth it.
You can Bluetooth it, but if you want the car ride thing, car drive ride, whatever it is, you have to plug it
CarPlay.
in. Yeah, CarPlay. You have to plug it in.
The Lincoln don't have that for work.
What do you mean?
I can just... Mine hooks up, but...
Bluetooth?
through Bluetooth. But the map is a pre-programmable map.
It's a what?
Pre-programmed map.
Okay. I don't even know what that means. I think they're all pre-programmed.
No,
I'm
no.
good
It comes straight from Ford, and you can update it. And I've tried updating it because like all of our speed limits have changed in the state, and it won't update. Like you're on US 10 where it's 75. Mm-hmm. It'll tell you on the dashboard speed limit 70
and why won't it update?
because there's not an update for it. I've tried. I've parked it right in front of the building here, hooked it up to the Wi-Fi, tried updating the map. It says it's up to date. Kind of weird.
It is weird.
He knows way too much about this stuff. Like
And that's a 17 too, right?
You think so? Is it? Yeah.
You got to get you 23 something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely something to do with that year.
I got another year in my 17, and then gonna be trading up.
It's good. It's good to have them goals.
I'm just going to pay mine off and then keep it,
4 years.
give it to my daughter. No, I got 2 years left.
Really?
Yep. I'm halfway through.
And
Actually, I'm on the downside of halfway through now.
Wow.
Already crossed the hill and yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just give it to her. Let her do whatever she wants to with it. I was given my first car, so actually I was given 2 cars. My first car and one when I graduated high school.
Wow. I was never given a car.
Never? Wow.
No.
My dad paid for half of my first car, and I had to pay him back.
Dang. Now, we tried talking to your son, and I don't know, we talked about it a little bit on the Recovery Dads podcast, but we didn't get too far into it. But we were like, don't you have goals? And he was like, yeah, man, I'm going to get all C's. I'm like, well, it sounds like you're getting an F in English, so dos. Now he just held up 2 fingers, so now he's getting 2 F's.
He got the one up pretty quick because
What he just did some homework, turned it in, and his grade magically went up?
Fabulous.
that's pretty much what it was. He was missing assignments, so he got his assignments in, and it went up, and he's at like a B plus on it. That one now, it's pretty quick for like a week.
Yeah.
But now he's an F in a different class. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, I said that with my daughter too. She's got like 2 E's right now. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go into your school and embarrass the shit out of you today.
How do they let her cheer?
Because surprisingly, she still has a 2.0 GPA. It goes by your GPA.
It went by the report that the teacher, and this was back in 94, it went by the report that the teacher sent out to the coach. If you're not passing your shit, you were not playing.
Yep. All she's got to have
You had to have a 1.7 to sign up for it. But then once it started, if you had an F in a class, you're riding the bench.
Yeah, my kid doesn't give an F in the class.
No. Well, see, we were talking to him, and he was like, yeah, I see averages, and I was like, why not B? Can't you get a B? And like later, he was like walking away, and I was like, come on, man, be average. And it sounded like I was telling him to be average, but I was like, never mind, that sounded bad. But I was like, look, man, like if you went to your dad and said, look, I got one better than a C. How about I get B's? And then will you help me with a car? I was like, that's how you negotiate that stuff, man. Like it all starts with desire. If you have a desire, you want your license, that's cool, but guess what? You're going to need a car. And dad's not going to be like, yeah, go wreck my car. No. And the car will just be sitting there. And you're going to have a license, and you're just going to be sitting there going, well, I have a license. So you're going to want to take that next step. And how can you do that? Bargain. You know, get B's. Stay out of trouble. You know, maybe your dad will hook you up. Oh, that's impossible. Be average is impossible. And then I had to go into my story about how I took a college class a year and a half or 2 years ago, whatever it was, didn't open the book and got an A. Like, dude,
I gotta try.
Yeah, it's like the stuff that you get graded on. And then I purposely wrote completely nothing about what the assignment was, and I still got a C on it.
Well, that's the problem he's having right now is he's not getting his assignments in. And I was like, you don't even have to do a good job. Just get them in.
The way school is now, just turn it in, and you will pass with a C.
You don't get graded on anything that you don't turn in. Like, you would have gotten something. It was like when we were talking about fantasy football. And I had a tight end that got me 0 points, and my other one on the bench got me 1.9 points. Like, at least he got me 1.9 points. I could have put him in.
Yeah.
Talking about fantasy, man, your bench scored record numbers last night.
I didn't even want to. I've been watching game logs, all the things, trying to learn this stuff.
It happens. And then you'll start him next week, and he's going to get you 0 or 1. That's every time. Now, if you have a good bench like mine, the only thing that can take my players out is motherfucking Mahomes and playing patty cake after he throws an interception and it breaks his wide receiver's leg. That's the only thing that takes out my people. I know I'm going to have points on my bench. Maybe not this week because Dak is the only one on my bench that's eligible to play. Everybody else is hurt.
But don't you have the running bench where most of your bench is running backs?
I did, and then I traded. Oh, man, I made this. Oh, so stupid. I should have made Marty burn some fab for him. But I traded her because she was like, I'm going to drop Trey Benson. And I was listening to this podcast before the season started, and they're like, Trey Benson's going to take over from Connor. Connor is a running back for the Arizona Cardinals, always gets hurt. That's a given. He will miss games this year because that's what he does. But he's good when he's in there. And Benson, they said once he gets a shot, he's not going to give it back. And like it's going to be his. And I'm looking at the numbers from Benson after she said she's going to drop him. I'm like, well, I want him then. I'll hold him and I'll wait for him. Eckler just got a concussion and a laceration on his ear, whatever that had to do with anything. But I was like, I'll give you Eckler for Benson because I didn't really want to waste my fab. And I thought everybody thinks like me in the league. I probably could have just picked him up and it would have been fine. Yeah. So I traded her Eckler, who now, I guess, because the other guy in Washington's hurt. So Eckler's going to be like the main guy this week. Go figure. And then, so I get Benson, and then I'm like, wait a minute. The guy from Carolina.
Hubbard?
No. The other guy who's hurt, who's a rookie. He's out of Texas. He's supposed to be the shit. And I noticed he was on the waiver wire. So I'm like, hold on. So then I did a Google search, like, who's better? And they said, that guy is way better. So then I just dropped Benson and I pick up that guy, which I could have, yeah, it looked really stupid. I was like,
because I wondered why it came up in that way. Like you traded Marty and then you drop him.
the guy, yeah. Then I dropped the guy.
I'm like, what's
So
the point of
stupid.
that?
I know. And then I dropped Swift.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah. And then Marnie picks him up off the waivers, I think Sunday or some last minute shit or something. And she's like, what about Swift? I'm like, that's what about Swift. That's why he ain't on my team no more, because I needed a tight end or I needed to pick up somebody. And so it just didn't really work out that way. And so it's just one of those things. So yeah, I have Nick Chubb, Rice, both hurt. Hawkinson hurt, and the guy from Carolina who's hurt. So I got one spot for Dak Prescott, who's not playing this week against the Steelers, which means he'll get 40 points. So good for Dak. I'm going to start Love at quarterback.
You're going to start loving that Dak?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I would have started him last week, guess what? Yeah, I would have beat your ass, Justin.
You think so?
Yeah, I would have, because he scored 32 points and Dak only scored 18. He had 18 at the half, and I went to bed. I'm like, all right, this will be good. I wake up, I'm like, 18.5. Like, what? He didn't play
I think
second
he threw
half.
a couple interceptions.
He didn't.
In the second half.
The Giants just held the ball and just bore the shit out of everybody, and then they get the ball and then they punt, and then the Giants had the ball for another 8 minutes again. And the game was over.
I enjoyed fantasy last week.
Bet you did. I bet you enjoyed my good ass wide receiver getting his knee broken.
I did. I really
Pat
did.
Mahomes.
I was like, whoa, I just got lucky.
Anyway, this isn't fantasy football talk, even though we just did it. No, but the dentist thing, though, it was one of those things, though, to circle back to this. It's one of those things that is self-care. You know, it's stuff that you might not think you want, but a lot of people do want it. You know, before I got my dental work done before, like back in May or whatever it was, like I didn't like to smile because I'm like, oh no, this tooth kind of looks bad, you know, so I don't really like to smile that much. And it really does make a difference. And I still need to do other work, but it's just like one of those things that you have to do. Mm-hmm. And it does make you feel better. And we're not getting drunk every weekend. We're not shooting up or getting high or anything. So like we have money that we can spend on that a little bit, and you can work with your dentist. You can come up with a plan, and they have different payment plans and options and stuff too for people. So
yeah,
it just takes getting off the couch and actually doing it. You know, I used to be scared, like, oh man, like I remember back when I was in Arkansas and I hadn't been to the dentist in 10 years. I'm like, I need to go. My tooth is hurting. And I'm like, well, I have insurance. Let's go. But I was afraid, that the dentist was going to judge me. You know, like I was afraid of him just going, why haven't you been here? And you just have to get over those things because you just say, because I've been drinking a lot. And I still, and at that time I still was. And they put me in this, when I went to the oral surgeon yesterday, they put me in this thing where I had to grab it and it like zooms around your head.
Oh yeah.
And the last time I was in one of those, when I was in Arkansas, I was withdrawing so bad. I was shaking so bad. The whole machine was moving. And she was just kind of looking at me like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Like, we're going to do old school on you. So like they put the thing on me and put it in my mouth. I was thinking about that.
I thought we were done talking about Diddy.
He must have got some of that baby oil
I know
with
a guy.
that GHB in it.
I didn't. I've never used one of the spinning around the head things, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to, because I'm going. I don't know if we mentioned it earlier. Yeah, we did. Where I'm going to the same oral surgeon that you did, and they're pulling some teeth, and this one that's been a problem since I was a kid, my throat tooth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've noticed that it changes my voice, or that I have like a lisp because of it. And other people have been like, I don't even notice. I was like, well, I'm on like podcasts and stuff now, so I have to hear my voice more than I ever have in my entire life. So I'm actually looking forward to like how that's going to change that, you know? So
like, hi, Mitch. Like, damn.
Hide your wives.
Sexy. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Here comes Mitch.
Whoa. Oh. We're done with the Diddy thing.
I think he meant as hide your kids is so that way you could have adult time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fabulous.
Give him a point for that one.
Fabulous time. I'm going to change the saying. That's the fabulous time.
I'm like, come on, Daddy needs some fabulous time. Until you get to go to bed. Mitch, you need some fabulous time. Yeah, it'll be interesting because when I had the dental work back in May, like it changed the way I say S's.
Yeah.
And it still bothers me, especially if I'm laying in bed. I'm like, let's have sex. And that's not that bad. No. But still, there's things and words that just don't come out right, and I'm still trying to get used to it. But it's better than having teeth that I was afraid to smile with, you know.
That's the problem that I have now is my S's are longer and with the like kind of sort of lisp that I've got going on. So yeah, I'm excited. And everybody's like, it's going to hurt so much. I'm like, I'm just so done with it. Just yank them out.
Yeah, it won't hurt that bad.
Everything else I've ever done to myself in life has hurt. Like, this is at least going towards something good.
Yeah. It's a good pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, tooth pain really, I mean, pulling out a tooth really doesn't hurt afterwards. I had a tooth pulled out and I came back to work that day.
Yeah.
And I tried to take a day off to get them cleaned. So after that.
Yeah. We'll need that day off. Why?
Go to the dentist.
Getting my teeth cleaned.
Fabulous.
What? What? Yeah, they're going to numb me all up, man. I'm like, no, they're not. Dentist isn't there. They need him to do the shot. It's Friday only. Dentists don't work Fridays.
Yeah, that little new gel they got works amazing.
It was
Yeah, it
a
really
little weird.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did the same thing. I was about to get out of the chair and leave. I'm like, well, if you're not going to numb me up, I'm out of here. She's like, just try it. I was like, all right. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
But anyway, Justin's got to leave work. He's got to go do stuff. So we'll have to wrap this podcast up. But it felt good to just kind of do one. I don't know if it was officially a fun Friday one. We didn't make fun of anybody too much. And
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Snoopy. He's 74 years old today. Seen that on Facebook? Little cartoon dog.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin.
No problem.
It's good to know that.
Snoopy's a cool little dog, bro.
What is that? Oh, what does he say? Shucks. No.
I don't think he says anything.
No, you don't. He's
Charlie
quiet.
Brown, whenever he's like, rats. That's not it.
That's his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zoinks.
Nope. Charlie Brown has this one every time his planes get foiled. He says something. I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Probably was in the 50s. You know, they're probably allowed to say that.
Who knows? All right. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll be back again sometime soon.
Later.
Shit.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. Listen to over 900 episodes on the 217 Recovery app that's free in your app store or online at 217recovery.com.